Thousands of miles from home, Indian Air Force heavy transport planes touched down on foreign soil in the dead of night. They rolled out onto the streets of Yerevan, Armenia, carrying a massive convoy of advanced rocket launchers, heavy artillery, and sophisticated radar systems. The immediate reaction from global observers was confusion. What exactly are India's most powerful weapons doing in a small nation in the Caucasus? While the cargo is military, the motivation behind it is strategic, a move positioning India as a direct participant in a region traditionally dominated by other powers. To understand why these weapons are here, look at Armenia's geography. The country is locked in a bitter struggle with Azerbaijan across this high terrain. But Azerbaijan doesn't fight alone. It receives heavy political and military backing from an alliance of Pakistan and Turkey. In past clashes, that alliance paid off. Precision strikes from advanced Turkish technology devastated Armenia's ground positions and air defenses. Historically, Armenia relied on Russia to supply its weapons and maintain the regional balance. Then, Moscow invaded Ukraine. The resulting Western sanctions crippled the Russian military supply chain, making it impossible for Moscow to maintain its role as the region's primary arms supplier. With Moscow's logistics shattered, a massive power vacuum opened up, leaving Armenia vulnerable to the combined strength of its neighbors. Back in New Delhi, stepping into that power vacuum was a deliberate strategic decision. For years, the Turkey-Pakistan axis has continuously provoked India, repeatedly collaborating to interfere in India's internal disputes over the Kashmir region. India is now adopting a strategy of asymmetric response, striking back at its adversaries by empowering their direct regional rivals. Supplying Armenia is New Delhi's way of creating a strategic threat directly in the geopolitical backyard of Ankara and Islamabad. This diagram shows a cross-section of a mountain valley, illustrating the specific hardware India delivered to counter the unique challenges of high-altitude warfare. The first layer is the Akash missile system, an automated defense designed to track and intercept the Turkish drones that previously dominated the skies. Next comes the intelligence layer. As soon as enemy artillery fires from behind a ridge, the Swathi weapon locating radar instantly calculates the exact origin point of the shell's trajectory. Once that hidden target is identified, highly mobile ATAGS howitzers and Pinaka rocket launchers can deliver retaliatory fire before the enemy has time to relocate. The final precision layer involves ALS-50 loitering munitions, drones that wait over the battlefield to execute specific counterstrikes on identified targets. This hardware is cost-effective, arrives without Western political conditions, and integrates smoothly into Armenia's existing Soviet-era infrastructure. These systems provide Armenia with a direct technological counter to the aerial and artillery advantages that its adversaries have used to define the conflict. This deployment signals that India is now willing to project military influence far beyond its own borders. The Make in India initiative has reached a turning point. A nation traditionally recognized as the world's largest arms importer is now emerging as a major exporter of heavy military hardware. For nations that cannot afford American technology or distrust Chinese manufacturing, India has become a viable alternative for advanced defense systems. The presence of Indian weapons in the Caucasus creates a new level of geopolitical anxiety for leaders in Ankara and Islamabad. The arrival of these transport planes in Armenia marks India's transition into a major exporter of lethal technology, now capable of influencing regional balances of power across the globe.